This is CBC Here and Now.
It really goes to show every single vote counts.
All I will say is that it shows how important it is for people to get out and exercise their democratic right and vote.
Victory by just 2 votes.
The NDP wins the district of Labrador West in the recount.
You persuade people you're not the boogeyman.
Well, I don't think people believe it.
Someday the sun will shine and have not will be no more. Did you know that just had to be the title of this book?
It's really been my work mom along the way.
Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful, distinguished career.
And what could be the biggest story in the province tonight, certainly the biggest here at the CBC. This is Debbie Cooper's final edition of Here and Now.
Okay, Carl.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Debbie Cooper.
A different kind of opening for you.
Yes, indeed.
I'm Anthony Germain. Now, we just might have a couple of surprises in store for you and for Debbie, this being such a big night.
But we are, of course, going to bring you the day's news, starting with what was an already tight race. Well, today the margin shrank even smaller, from 5 votes down to just 2.
The Labrador West recount ran this week in St. John's, and a bit of drama this afternoon. More than a month after the election, a judge finally declared a winner in that race. Here Now's Katie Breen's been covering the story, taking it all in today as well. A very big day for Jordan Brown.
Oh, that's right. If you ever needed proof that every vote counts, today's your proof. A big day not only for Jordan Brown, but for all of government. This district had the ability to swing things to a Liberal majority, but because of just 2 votes, the Liberal minority elected a month ago stays. Today, the judge was going through contested ballots, making rulings along the way. A drawn heart disqualified 1 vote, a squiggle nixed another. Lawyers made their best cases, but in the end, Liberal incumbent and former Cabinet Minister Graham Leto lost.
We can look back on election night and election day and see all kinds of ways we could have gotten 2 votes, but nevertheless, that's the way the people of Labrador West have spoken.
It's unclear exactly when Brown will be sworn in as MHA. It should be in the coming days. And then there'll be 3 new Democrats sitting in the House of Assembly.
This is huge. This is a real turning point for us. I think this is going to show that we've got even more momentum, and we're really looking forward to the next by-election and the next election. We are only going to get better.
When you look at this, it really goes to show every single vote counts. And when you make your X, make an X or a check mark, because that is very important.
Brown gave a big thanks to everyone in his district, said he can't wait to get back and work for them, because of course this is a new chapter for him. And Debbie, this is a new chapter for you. I just want to say thank you so much for all the encouragement over the years. So big congratulations in your retirement. And for a final time, Debbie, back to you.
Thank you so much, Katie. It's been a pleasure. Anthony?
That's Katie Breen live in our newsroom. In other news, people in Wabash crowded into Town Hall last night to push for a public vote on amalgamation. Now, a report in 2017 recommended that community unite with neighboring Labrador City. The Wabash mayor has said there's no interest and council won't hold a vote on the idea. Jacob Barker reports.
Small council chambers, big crowd.
You're not allowed to be here in the building because we'll exceed our fire regulations.
Resident Rita Pinn took the helm, presenting council with a petition signed by about 500 people, demanding council reverse its decision not to hold a plebiscite on amalgamation.
It is our opinion that council members made a decision not to have the plebiscite vote based on their own personal opinion and not whether this would or would not be in the best interests of this town.
She says a decision this big should be put in the hands of the people.
I may say no when I see the pros and cons, but until I see that, then I can't make a really good decision on it. And I don't want 5 people to make my decision, and a lot of our citizens don't want 5 people to make that decision for them.
The town of Labrador City voted last month in favor of holding a plebiscite, but won't be going ahead with it after Wabash voted it down 5-2. Gertie Canning was one of the councillors who voted in favor of it.
I don't believe it was a bunch of people who definitely had made a decision to amalgamate or not, or that they wanted to amalgamate. I think that they felt that their right to vote was taken away, and that's why they showed up tonight.
My 6 years of council, I sat in lots of meetings with recreation, lots of talks on amalgamation. What I seen in the future was closure of an arena, repurpose of a rec center.
Last night's showing was not enough to sway some on council.
My personal opinion, my turn. My personal opinion, council spoke, made a decision. My opinion, you can all got your democratic right in 2 years down the time, elect Rick Burke out because council spoke and I'm sticking to my gun.
Diana Gillum is one of those that signed the petition.
We can barely stay open right now. The rec center, every year we go through the trouble of trying to find funding again and again and again. And to me, if we amalgamate and we start amalgamating our resources and our potential for government funding, maybe we can keep things open and we can better service both communities.
The town did hold public consultations about the idea. At those meetings, only about 50 people showed up from Wabash. 60% of them said they wouldn't be in favor of amalgamation and were split down the middle on the idea to go to a plebiscite.
Does it change my mind what happened here this evening? We'll have that discussion in council. But I've always said, if you can put it down and show me that amalgamation makes sense and is going to benefit my community, I'll be for it in a heartbeat.
What these people are asking for is not a decision on amalgamation itself, but rather the right to be able to vote on whether or not to move forward with it. The mayor says that the concerns will be up for discussion at an upcoming council meeting. Jacob Barker, CBC News, Wabash.
To a St. John's courtroom now. Craig Pope has been found guilty of second-degree murder. The 33-year-old has been on trial in St. John's for the stabbing death of 36-year-old Jonathan Collins, and the jury took just half a day to reach its verdict. Ryan Cook reports.
On one side, a wave of relief for the Collins family. The man who killed their son was found guilty, placed in shackles, and taken out of their sight. By the time this happened, most of Pope's family had already stormed out. It was a devastating sight for the Pope family. His mother still believes that he's innocent. Some of his family members even stood in court and shouted accusations that another man was the killer. Throughout the trial, she stood at the front of the gallery to see her son walk in every day. She stands by him still, but the Crown says all the evidence only pointed to one person. That evidence was largely circumstantial, but it was enough to win a conviction without police finding a murder weapon.
You didn't need that last piece of evidence to get where the charge of second-degree murder. The lack of a weapon didn't impact on our theory of the case.
Collins's father says they don't feel happy today, just relieved. It will never bring his son back, but now they'll try to remember him in a positive way. As everyone was shouting and crying, Pope turned around to his mother and said he had two grounds for an appeal. There were no tears in his eyes, no signs of shock or panic on his face at the fact that he had just been found guilty of murder. As for how long Pope will serve behind bars, he's got a sentencing hearing coming up in September. Ryan Cook, CBC News, St. John's.
This is National Indigenous Peoples Day, and in the spirit of reconciliation, provincial organizations are promising to do better. Here now's Meg Roberts has been covering today's announcements. She's joining us live. So Meg, what are you up to?
Well, I'm standing at the Technoplex in Pleasantville where we are wrapping up a very action-packed National Indigenous Peoples Day. The celebration you see behind me here is just one of the ways in which people honored a very special day.
Indigenous leaders are calling it a historic day. The eagle feather, one of the most sacred symbols in Indigenous culture, will now be present in every RCMP detachment across the province, giving victims, witnesses, suspects, and police officers the option to swear legal oaths on the feather.
As we all know, there is a lot of controversy now with the policing and of Indigenous peoples. So we felt that this would be one of the steps to get them on the right track.
Newfoundland and Labrador is the third province to establish this practice. Officers will be trained on how to properly smudge the feathers once they've been used. The RCMP says this is the right step in advancing reconciliation.
We can never fix and look back at things that have happened in the past, but we can, starting today, move forward.
Survivors of residential schools and those who didn't make it home were honored today at Government House. A heart garden was unveiled, which is a nationwide effort to join in reconciliation.
I think it's really important. I think that people will feel like we're making a mark here
that we're going to be educating more people. It's a real opportunity, and I think the more opportunities that the governments create to educate people, I think it just opens many doors.
To quote one of the speakers today, he said, "You can't have reconciliation without reconciliation." And speaking with some of the Indigenous members of the community, they said today was a good step at achieving that. Now, this event here goes until 8 p.m., so you still have time to come out and enjoy the dancing, enjoy the good food, and have a good time. Now, before I go, I just want to say I'm wishing you all the best, Debbie. Reporting live in St. John's, I'm Meg Roberts for Here and Now.
Well, this was the scene on the other side of the island. People gathered to celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day in Corner Brook this morning as well.
The activities had to be moved inside because of a bit of rain, but plenty of crafters shared their work at Bennett Hall, and along with the crafting and the music, the day included some storytelling, some drumming, and how to make drums as well.
We started anchoring roughly the same time. I started anchoring the National 87, 88. I think you started in 89 in St. John's. And I just stepped down 2 years ago now. And you're just stepping down. So we span the same kind of time. We span the same kind of amazing stories about our city, our province, our country. And we've been lucky because we got to work with some great people. But there does come that point when one makes a decision about their future, and you've made yours just like I made mine. I know one thing, retirement's great. It really is fun. I'm still doing the odd job here and there, doing the odd documentary and things, and I'm sure you will be doing a few things as well. But most of all, it's a new life, and my gosh, you sure deserve it. Have a great retirement, Debbie. Take care.
Debbie, we decided that one Allen was nowhere near enough for you.
Now, come on, can you give us a few bars of Here and Now?
Yeah, the chorus goes, this is here and this is now. Congratulations on an extremely amazing and interesting and fascinating run on television. Every time we ever spoke, I was excited to get to chat to you, and you're always fair and lovely and kind and curious, and to be honest with you, I had a little bit of a crush on you. I probably still do.
Debbie, I love you. And you were the first person to ever interview me for Republic of Doyle, my very first live hit. I've been following you my whole life. I'm such a fan. You're such a great person.
Hi, Debbie. Happy retirement from Ottawa. You know, I've gotten to do a lot of very cool things over the course of this career, but one of the absolute coolest was that first time I sat next to you and co-hosted Here and Now. That was over a decade ago. You were already a TV legend at the time. I was a young radio reporter with a thick, luxurious head of hair, and that really springboarded all of the opportunities I've had in television ever since. So happy retirement. I can say Here and Now will definitely not be the same without you.
So thank you so much for being you.
Congratulations on an awesome run. Can't wait to see what comes next. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Alan loves me.
Yes.
And the other one had a crush.
Not bad. Not bad. You're
Not
2-0.
That's so great. Oh, they were so sweet. Thank you. Thanks to Dave for taking the time up there in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Lots of memories. So this is the first day of summer.
Is it?
Summer, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
new
really?
beginnings. I went around Kitty Lake this morning, and blossoms were out on the trees, and I started to feel pretty good.
Yeah, those last 2 days were absolutely gorgeous. Today, a little bit different. But yes, summer arrived at 1:24 this afternoon, Newfoundland time.
Okay. Take it.
Yeah, so temperatures though, here, way cooler than what we saw yesterday. If we take a look at that, 11 degrees was the morning high actually, because those temperatures have since dropped. You can see we've got teens mainly across the island, and then Lab City, actually the hot spot at 18 degrees today. And here are your current temperatures. So we've seen, or we're starting to see that onshore flow now with easterly winds. That's dropped those temperatures, only 7 degrees right now in St. John's, 9 in St. Lawrence, and then 13 degrees in Corner Brook as we speak. And we did see rain move in all day today, and it's continuing to spread across the island tonight, heavy at times, especially through central, the south coast, and then eventually we'll see that rain move in for the Avalon as well, or periods of rain move in, and head towards southeastern Labrador through the afternoon. Now, temperatures overnight tonight somewhere between 6 and 10 degrees. Those winds generally easterly or southeasterly for the northeast coast, 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. The strongest winds will be for the south coast, already seeing gusts upwards of about 70 kilometers per hour, anticipating that that will continue as we head through the night tonight. And then through Labrador, rain as well, somewhere between 4 to 7 degrees. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, we should actually see things taper to either showers or drizzle through the afternoon. That heaviest rain will move towards southeastern Labrador, and then in the evening hours up through the northern peninsula and the southeastern portion of Labrador, we'll see even heavier rains with rainfall amounts somewhere between 50 to 80 millimeters. And you can see we do have those rainfall warnings in place. Port aux Basques, the Rec House area is under a wind warning. 110 kilometer per hour winds expected. As those winds shift, we will see them ease as that low continues to track a little bit further north. It's pretty slow moving though, and that's why it's dumping all of this rain. So as I mentioned, 50 to 80 millimeters along the west coast, southeastern Labrador. This takes us through to Sunday morning. Otherwise, we're looking at 30 to 50 millimeters for the rest of the island, and then between 20 and 30 millimeters, it looks like, for the Avalon. So the winds I mentioned are going to be strong as well. So tonight, 50 to 70 kilometer per hour winds. And then we go along the coast where the strongest winds will be tomorrow afternoon. And then eventually we'll see those winds pick up again on Sunday morning and afternoon. So gusts between 70 and 90 kilometers per hour. Central areas, though, as that low moves across the island, those winds won't be as strong as those coastal areas. So quickly, we'll look at tomorrow's forecast. Those temperatures, 14 to 20 degrees, but it's going to feel quite humid through the afternoon. And then Happy Valley Goose Bay looking at 10 degrees. And then into Sunday, again, we'll see that potential for some drizzle and rain, maybe even a few peaks of sun for parts of eastern Newfoundland and the island, or rather the Avalon.
but those temperatures will be a little cool. So that's a look at your first weekend of summer.
When I think about women in leadership roles in Newfoundland and Labrador, Debbie, you are a prime example, as you have been delivering the news to people's living rooms in every nook and cranny across our province for over 3 decades. Now, if there's one thing that has come across the screen, it's your passion for sharing the vast stories of our incredible province and its people. For over those 30 years as a leader in your profession, you have given us a wide range of stories, including politics, where you and I have shared many conversations. And as you head into the new and exciting chapter, I want to say, on behalf of all Newfoundlanders and Labradorians, congratulations and best wishes in your retirement. So now I guess it looks like you'll be joining Anthony and I fighting for a spot on our salmon rivers.
Well, Coop, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I know you're gonna love retirement. You can't go wrong with more time on the Gander or in Terra Nova.
I think all joking aside, and you know how much I like to joke, Deb, I've really enjoyed working with you, and I hope that we will be friends for a long, long time to come. And I got your phone number, and I'm going to be calling you, and we're going to be drinking beer soon.
You really have been my work mom, and I'll always appreciate your guidance and friendship, and so thank you again for that. Congratulations once again. Enjoy your retirement, and we'll see you soon.
Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful, distinguished career. You have done such a service to the viewers and such a service to your province. And I don't think you really realize that as a journalist, but somebody who's been around as long as you have and done what you've done and handled it in such a professional manner, you've done a great service to Newfoundland and Labrador. And that's why you'll always be remembered as the face of Here and Now.
Okay,
Well,
I'm having a hard time holding it together.
Well, I think I've got something here.
My work hubby and my work
There you
son.
go, just in case you need these.
How sweet to hear from them.
Yeah.
It really means a
Now,
lot.
you heard Ryan call you his work mom. Well, we've got your son connected thanks to the magic of television in Halifax. You see Ryan is with us. Good to see you, Ryan. How are things? You might be having audio problems.
Oh, no.
Are they there?
Yeah.
You know what?
Are you there, Ryan?
I'll just do this.
We need to connect you. Yeah, if you don't mind, I think we...
Oh! Oh!
How are you, buddy?
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
You're going to lose it now, aren't you?
Oh, my goodness. What a surprise.
Well, I had to be here.
Jonathan said you'd be too cheap to come here.
You know what? That's true. And so there's another part of this story, which is a week ago, your son Grant phoned me and said, there's no way you cannot be there.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, dear.
So it's because of him that I'm here.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm lost
So
for
we're-
words.
yeah.
Work's on the real side.
That's right, yeah. So we're,
Okay.
So how are things with you?
I'm okay, yeah, it's...
I know she brought bad weather like you always do wherever you go.
That's,
you want me over here, Roddy?
That's
okay.
what I was going
all
to
right.
say. It's like for the last couple of days have been
gonna blame
beautiful,
you.
and then you show up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's just as I left it. What's the temperature right now? 7 degrees and drizzle. So
January.
Yeah.
You coined that phrase.
yeah.
But I'll accept it because you're here. I'll look past the weather.
Thank you, thank you. And the wine should help. That's from the Nova Scotia Valley, by the way.
Oh,
and so
lovely.
you're only allowed to drink it unless you agree that you're going to come up and drink it in the valley as well.
There you go.
Sounds like
in your retirement.
an offer I can't
Wine
refuse.
country. Yeah.
So what's your favorite Debbie story
Uh-oh.
that you can share?
Well, there were the houseflies.
Houseflies? Houseflies?
So yeah, because in the summertime, people leave. Debbie, one of her pet peeves is that people leave the studio door open, right? And so because it's warm in the summer, and so the flies will come in here. And of course, for us guys, it doesn't really matter. But when the women wear hairspray, and so the flies seem to just love you, especially, and so they would be dive bombing her on the air, like between commercial breaks, and she'd be saying to Rod, if one of them lands on my head during the live on air, I don't know what I'm going to do, but thankfully I don't think any of them, oh, that's right, one did land on you,
I did
and
not.
I said, don't move, and I hit you with a piece of paper. Do you remember that?
Yes. What you didn't see during commercials.
The making
that's
of.
right.
The making
That's
of.
right. If
The
only,
glamorous world of
Well, I know you're sticking
live
around,
TV.
but we have other people who want to
I
have a few
can't
surprises.
believe you're here, and I can't believe Grant arranged this.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yes, he
So
really
sweet.
is.
Yes.
My wife said, if anything, I want to raise our 2 boys just the way Debbie raised her 2 boys.
Okay,
So-
get out of here.
Okay.
We'll see you
Yeah.
in a bit. We'll see you in a bit. All right. Good to see Ryan there.
Good to be here.
Debbie, they say the mark of a true journalist is someone who comforts the afflicted and afflicts the comfortable. And you did both with such warmth. We're going to miss you.
Debbie, the mom, was very caring, gave everything to me, wanted me to succeed in every way.
She is who she is, on air and off air. That's what you get.
Well, I guess I was 2 when she became co-host. So yeah, pretty much my entire memory she's been on TV.
We spend a lot of time together as a family as it is. A lot of Sunday dinners, a lot of weekends out of town at the cabin.
It was cool, Debbie Cooper was your mom, and being able to watch her on the show every night was. I was always very proud of Mom, proud to be her son. She was a great mom and still is.
You do get people coming in and introducing themselves and saying hello. Make the back-to-school shopping take a little longer than it did, but you really appreciated how kind people were and how much I think she meant to them.
And she's just a fantastic mother, a fantastic person, and I know we'll have some more fun in the years to come.
Well, Mom, I know the last couple of weeks have certainly not been easy. There's been a lot of outpouring of well wishes and stories that people have shared, and that just goes to show what kind of impact you've had on people across the province. And that's something to be very proud of, and I know we are all very proud of you. So cheers and congratulations on an impeccable career. Here's to the next chapter.
Well, there you've seen the video, and now another live surprise. You're going to have to do the honors here because
goodness,
you're going to have to introduce people. So come stand up on this riser here and watch your step.
I probably can't remember anybody's name. My husband Eric,
good to see you, Eric.
My son Grant, and his girlfriend Desiree, and my daughter-in-law Chelsea, and my granddaughter, who's 10 weeks old, my first grandchild. This is Nora. And
you notice she said first, right? Expectations.
And my son Brian, and my good friend Liz Jenkins. Hey, Liz. I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know, and I didn't think I could be any more surprised this week until tonight, and it's wonderful. Yeah. Oh. Okay, what's next? Let's roll the auto cue.
Okay. Here we go.
Be in touch.
touch with his friends in Newfoundland by way of a ham radio set on board the Giltspur. And every now and again, he'll be in contact with passing ships. So right now, he's very much alone.
There are 27 on strike today. This is where the salmon return from their journeys at sea. There's one interesting development. While the weather isn't as good, at least it's a place.
Well, as a general rule, the phrase man's best friend applies to this noble beast. But as we all know, there are exceptions to every rule. There's no doubt.
It was 30 years ago, and one of the first things that I wanted to do was to hire a co-anchor to work with Glenn Tilley.
And at Labrador all week for the Labrador Winter Games, and he's joining us.
She was very likable and very warm, and I trusted her.
And now for the weather, let's find out where Carl Wells is. Performers from all over Labrador. Betty Fox is in St. John's to mark the anniversary today.
You know, the person that people see in their living room every evening, this really pleasant, professional, gentle, considerate person. And that's who Debbie was to work with every day.
Classy, calm, cool, collected.
Hi, Carl.
The first thing I realized about Debbie was that she's not nearly as serious as she appears to be. She was a lot of fun.
Been a little loose-headed lately.
We'll wait and see on Christmas Day.
You're not giving away any secrets.
Oh, no.
Rod, some of the food over there is pretty exotic. What have you been brave enough to try?
We went out for a feed of sushi one night, and I just could not eat it.
It hadn't stopped moving, had it?
No, it was still blinking.
I worked with Deb for 11 years as co-host of Here and Now, and they were the best 11 years of my working life at CBC. I've always highly respected her as a journalist, as an interviewer, as somebody who's just calm, cool, collected, dignified on the air at all times, and always had a great relationship with the viewers.
Debbie Cooper, I think, in this province is an icon.
You have shared so many incredible stories with Newfoundland and Labradorians.
You have been the voice of reason in our best times and our worst times.
She was so balanced and even all the time.
I've been following you my whole life. I'm such a fan.
And she's such a superstar.
I think that where she really shone was doing the human interest stories.
Seeing her as a grandmother type.
Do you think in any way this river might be a microcosm for life in general in this province?
Oh, Debbie, yes, indeed, for sure.
When she went into someone's home, as soon as they met Debbie, they knew that this was someone who was not going to just go through the motions. This was someone who could feel for them.
Maureen, these are the very public faces of your daughter, good and bad. What would you say to any other group of people?
Debbie's approach was to study the subject, come up with, lines of questioning that you'd follow, and in a very personal way, connect with that guest. And I just think that she got so much out of people that many other interviews, including myself, would not have been able to get.
I gotta say, those medals look fabulous, fabulous.
And as professional as Debbie was on the air, there were moments when she wasn't afraid to show emotion.
Is there one question that you keep going back to? Is there something that haunts you?
Yes.
Well, there's always...
What else could we have done?
That's right.
When she did the interview with the Withers family about losing their daughter, when she did the interview with Andy Jones and his wife about their son, she did the interview, she handled herself very professionally, but you could see that as a mom, she was affected by that.
How do you persuade people you're not the boogeyman?
Well, I don't think people believe it.
Why would an entrepreneur take the risk?
Do you know the reason why I didn't come to CBC? It's because you're not gentle, Debbie. You're not gentle.
She was no pushover.
Why couldn't you pull this off last night?
You knew she was intelligent and well prepared.
Sprung Greenhouse has to be the political low.
You knew you were going to be grilled, you were going to be asked the tough questions, but it was going to be done with style, class, well researched, and that was very much appreciated.
Underneath that immaculately dressed, made-up woman is an outdoors person who loves her cabin in Terra Nova. She loves that aspect of Newfoundland.
How many now? I'm so happy that I was able to spend 10 years sitting right next to you. I learned so much.
Debbie, little did I know when I agreed to host Here and Now with you that I would become the answer to the trivia question, who was the last man to host with Debbie Cooper? So that is my fate.
Jonathan used to call me the Black Widow of co-hosts. But Anthony is going to survive.
Yeah, he's going to survive. Deb, I know we haven't worked together very long, but the minute I stepped foot in this building, you made me feel so welcome. I can't wait to see what your retirement has in store. I know there's going to be a lot of hiking, and hopefully we can do some of that together. Congratulations.
She's outlasted 7 premiers, 4 prime ministers, interviewed them all, and really good, strong interviews with all of them. And now she's outlasted 3 co-hosts.
And it's a testimony to how highly regarded she is, that she's able to retire on her own terms and retire gracefully from a job that she's done so gracefully.
You're going out with your head held high, Debbie, and with all kinds of journalistic credibility still intact, and you're sane, which is really nice to see too.
Debbie, what I always loved about you was your smile and your laugh. And I hope that in your post-CBC life, you're able to smile a lot and have lots of laughter.
It was cool, you know. Debbie Cooper was your mom, and she cast a pretty big shadow, so everywhere I went I felt like I had a name tag on and I was Debbie Cooper's son, not Brian Cooper, but that was, you know, that was pretty cool in itself, and I was very proud of that. I was always very proud of Mom.
Well, Mom, I know the last couple of weeks have certainly not been easy. There's been a lot of outpouring of well wishes and stories that people have shared, and I know we're all very proud of you. So cheers and congratulations on an impeccable career.
Happy retirement, Debbie.
All the best.
Good luck on the next chapter.
On to the next one. Take care.
Good luck on behalf of all of us here at the RNC.
And very best wishes in your retirement.
All the best.
Congratulations. Best wishes.
We wish you a happy and healthy retirement, Debbie. Great job.
Have a great retirement, Debbie.
And we will miss you.
You're the best. You are the best. The whole province is going to miss you, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
Cheers to you.
Now, we're not going to leave it there. No. We're going to leave it on this note.
So promise me you will take care. It's a wicked old world out there. I'd be devastated, be broken and blue if anything happened to you. If anything happened to you.
Okay, somebody has to speak because I can't.
I saw the Ennis sisters at the airport today. Seriously, I did. They were just too far. I couldn't shout across all these people, and I didn't really want to draw attention to the fact that I was here because we were trying to keep it a surprise. So,
right.
Which
but
you did magnificently. Yeah. And that song from the Ennis sisters got me last night, and it's getting me again tonight. My goodness, what do I say to everybody who has sent those messages? I never expected what I've been hearing.
Oh, that's nice.
And I appreciate it so much. I really do. And to all of you who have been watching for all those years, I really always thought of you. So thank you.
It's excellent. You know, I just came back from the Colorado Valley with a failed fishing trip, and everywhere I went, people said, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do without Debbie? What are you going to do without Debbie? What are you going to do without Debbie?" And I said, "I have no idea yet. No idea yet. It's been an absolute pleasure."
Oh, it's shorter than I
I'm
thought.
a bit jealous of those guys, but that's the way it goes. But you know, everyone in your family is thanking. You know, everyone's talking about how great you are and all that. But people forget, like in this business, you can't really do the stuff that we do without support from your family and your friends.
I've been
you
so
really are.
lucky that they're all close by. So many families in our province are spread so far apart. So I feel very lucky that way. And I raised 2 sons. My husband and I raised 2 sons, and then I got a bonus son. I feel so close to him because when Ryan came and sat in the newsroom next to me, as Ashley does now, you were what, 25. 25 years old,
And
not much older than my sons.
And he brought all the hair gel that the province of Ontario manufactured, as I remember.
They ran out. That's why I had to stop using it that much.
Yeah, and Ryan and Jonathan are the only 2 that I like calling me Coop.
And I really hold that in high regard, that I'm one of the few people. So
you're allowed.
Congratulations, Coop.
All right, we have more in store. Don't go away.
Happy 50th wedding anniversary to Margaret and Paul Dufour of Labrador City, now living in St. John's. Happy 58th anniversary this coming Monday to Percy and Selena Stacy. Next Wednesday, George and Mary Elliott of Mainbrook will celebrate their 73rd anniversary. Jean and Winston Kane of Mount Pearl celebrated 54 years together on the 18th. Dennis and Sharon Dunn from St. John's, now in Stratford PEI, are celebrating their 50th anniversary today on a European river cruise. Happy 99th birthday to Elizabeth Lizzie Miles of Gambo, who now lives in Glovertown.
And a happy 91st birthday to Mary King from Balleen, now in St. John's, and her big day was on Wednesday. Birthday wishes to Ruby Skinner from St. Philip's, who turned 92 last Saturday. And Robert Grant will celebrate his 100th birthday tomorrow, so big congratulations to you, Robert. And a happy 60th anniversary greeting to Winnie and Ted LeDrew from Labrador City, now in St. John's. They celebrated on Tuesday. And anniversary greetings as well to Norma and Sunny Savory in Port aux Basques. Today they are celebrating their 57th wedding anniversary. And a happy 50th anniversary yesterday to Harrison and Rita Leto from Wabash, now living in CBS.
Happy 90th birthday next Monday to Gerald Penny in Corner Brook. Happy 52nd anniversary to William and Ada Farrell of Marystown. They celebrated on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, Len Parsons in Gander celebrated his 90th birthday. This Sunday, Elizabeth Betty Fitzgerald will mark her 92nd birthday. Originally from Belle Island, she now lives in Paradise.
And a happy 95th birthday to Jessie McDonald this past Tuesday, formerly from Morrisville, now living in Gander. And a happy 55th anniversary yesterday to Phyllis and Sid Mercer from Dunville. Also yesterday, it was a golden anniversary for Art and Kay Stone of Bishops Falls. And a happy 63rd anniversary to Bert and Jean Haynes in Kelligrews. Happy 50th anniversary greetings yesterday to Wilson and Stella Mills in Boyd's Cove.
Melba and Len Pike, formerly from Carbonear and Happy Adventure, celebrate their 60th wedding anniversary on Monday. They are now in St. John's. Bill and Betty Lewis will celebrate 63 years of marriage on Sunday. Happy 91st birthday on Tuesday to Barbara Shepherd in Grand Falls, Windsor. Gladys King is celebrating a 90th birthday. She's from Perry's Cove and now lives in Carbonear. Happy 92nd birthday to Hilda Tulk in Ladle Cove.
And on Sunday, Douglas Windsor from Fairyland will celebrate his 95th birthday. And a happy 50th anniversary yesterday to Betty and Albert Parsons in Bayvert. Happy 90th birthday to Eugene Collins, originally from Hare Bay and now living in St. John's. Happy 51st anniversary to Herbert and Murtis Spurl in Hodges Cove. They celebrate tomorrow. And a happy 90th birthday to Marion Pye of Lethbridge. Big days on June 27th.
A big Sunday coming up for Evelyn King of Southeast Placentia. She'll celebrate her 90th birthday.
With a hammock and a beach. I could do that. I hope to do that.
Well, today I visited one of my favorite people. This is Sarah Sexton.
Yeah, and I remember you doing an interview with Mrs. Sexton, and a lot of people, of course, know her as Tommy's mother,
Yes.
and really that matron of a very, very talented family.
They certainly are. 9 children. We were comparing wedding rings. She noticed mine, and then she showed me hers, which had 9 little stones in it. She said, "That's for my 9 children."
Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah, and I felt a connection to Sarah the very, very first time I interviewed her, which was, I'm not sure the year, but maybe 25 years ago,
Right.
when Tommy died, and he was the outrageous member of Codco and the wonderful grand band, and he died of AIDS, and Sarah wanted to speak to all of the province about getting over the stigma that AIDS held way back then. It was a different world.
Yeah.
It was a different world.
Especially here.
It really was, and she is a staunch Catholic who helped out at the church, and her loyalty was to her son first. But she really brought a lot of attention to the issue of AIDS, and she spearheaded the Tommy Sexton Foundation. I interviewed her afterwards when there was an anniversary at the Tommy Sexton Center. And I said, "What kept you going?" And she said, "Tommy would have wanted me to."
Right.
And when we said goodbye, I said, "What do you think he'd say to you now, seeing you become this strong advocate?" And she said, for a second, he'd say, "Well done, Mother. Keep on going."
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. So I was
Nice.
really pleased to be invited to Sarah's house today. She wanted to say goodbye in her own way and had a lovely card for me.
Yeah, it was a great picture as well. We'll be back.
welcome back to Here and Now. And I realize that's the last time I'm ever going to say that.
It's quite the night, quite the night. I got to say, the Tammy Faye Baker look doesn't do you much injustice. You've held it together really well.
Waterproof mascara.
Where is it?
I
I'm
got it
wondering.
this week.
Okay, I was wondering. I wanted the raccoon look, and you look as good as you always do.
Oh, you are an evil man.
It's been said. It's been said.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it's really coming to this. I had a wonderful send-off from my colleagues today at lunchtime.
It was
and I did say then that the last few months I've been reflecting a lot. As I've said, I was off for medical reasons, but it gave me a chance to really reflect, because when you're in this business, as my colleagues know, you are looking forward to the next day, the next project, the next assignment, the next item that you produce, and you really don't get a lot of time to look back. I have been looking back a lot, and you've seen some of the stories that go way back, and I really quite can't believe that it's been so long, so great, and the people I have met, it is amazing. And what's always meant so much to me is the people who revealed the most intimate, emotional things. And I always felt privileged to hear those stories and to be able to share them, because they wanted others to know about their situations to help others. So I always felt wonderful about that. And
so many people are going to miss you. And one thing Debbie told all of us, you see our colleagues behind us, was that
I can't believe
the
this.
audience, that you, the people who watch and tune in, you're the reason for everything that we do here. And it was a beautiful moment when Debbie was basically forced to give a speech, which she didn't like to do. But it was a beautiful message at a time when, let's say, there's certain enemies in the media that are difficult. And Debbie reminded us that we're all in this business with the CBC because we want to put you first, and sometimes we make mistakes, but generally I think we hit the mark, and we're proud of what we do, and we're very grateful for you watching, and we're going to miss you.
Yes. We do it all for you. Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful ride. I'm excited to see what comes next, and I'll send Anthony a picture of the salmon I catch.
She's not joking.
No. And I'll walk the trails with Ashley, and who knows, I might wing my way to see you and your wonderful family,
I
Ryan.
certainly hope so.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We're going to get to know each other.